The Rebbe Maharsh had a chassid. His name was Rabbi Yerucham. This chassid, Rabbi Yerucham, was known to be a big oived who davened very much barichus. One time, Rabbi Yerucham davened Ma'ariv barichus, and when he finished, he was very tired, so he laid down on a bench in the shul to rest a little bit. That's the shul that was right next door to the apartment of the Rebbe Maharsh. After a while, Rabbi Yerucham woke up from his sleep, and he saw that the Rebbe Maharsh is standing inside the Beis Medrash, next to the bima, by himself. His two halike hands are on the bima, and his face and eyes were very shiny. Since Rabbi Yerucham was very close to the Rebbe Maharsh very much liked him, was mechabev him. So when the Rebbe saw Yerucham, he told him, Yeruchamke, come here. So when Yerucham came close to the Rebbe Maharsh, he told him, do you know what I'm doing now? I am escorting my father, the Tzemach Tzedek. This was already after the Histalkus of the Tzemach Tzedek. And then the Rebbe Maharsh told Rabbi Yerucham, do you want to know who he is? He's standing over there next to the wall. Do you want to know how do I know how to escort? Let me tell you, when I was a little kid, says the Rebbe Maharsh, I had a seder to learn with my father every day at a certain set time. So one day, when I came at that set time to learn with my father, the door was locked. So I thought, what could possibly be the reason? This is the set time for me to come and learn. So I thought maybe there is a guest, but if there would be a guest, then my father will send me a message not to come. So I decided to look through the keyhole. And I saw that there were two people in there talking to my father. And since, even though this was already after the Histalkus of the Alter Rebbe and the Mittel Rebbe, but since from people's description, I knew what the Alter Rebbe and the Mittel Rebbe's faces looked like. So I saw that they were the guests. So I kept looking through the keyhole. And then suddenly my father came over to the door and he said to me, Shmuelke, Kumarain, come inside. So I entered. And then my father introduced me to the Alter Rebbe and to the Mittel Rebbe. And he told them, das ist mein Shmuelke, this is my Shmuel. So the Alter Rebbe turned to my father and he said, Zog dein Shmuelke as er chazer in Chassidus. Tell your Shmuel that he should say Chassidus. So I answered, says the Rebbe Maharsh, tell this Yid that he should say Chassidus and I will repeat it. So the Alter Rebbe got up from his place and he started to say Chassidus. Then the Rebbe Maharsh continued and he said, you know, Rabbi Yerucham, I was not a boy who was afraid of things. So I walked over to this Yid that looked at me like the Alter Rebbe, and I grabbed him in his body, and I chazer the mimer to the Alter Rebbe word for word. Do you want, Yerucham, that I should chazer the mimer to you? And then, before chazering the mimer to Rabbi Yerucham, the Rebbe Maharsh said, and since I saw how my father escorted the Alter Rebbe and the Mittel Rebbe, that's how I know how to escort. And then the Rebbe Maharsh started to say the mimer, but then some chassidim that were outside of the Beis Medrash noticed that the Rebbe sang a mimer, so they came. So then the Rebbe Maharsh stopped in the middle and he said, Yerucham, we can't continue. We have to stop over here. The next day, the sons of the Rebbe Maharsh, the Razah and the Rebbe Rashab, came to me, says Rabbi Yerucham, and they asked, what happened yesterday between our father and you? So I answered them, you guys know already, so why are you asking? So they answered me, it's true that we know, but we wanted to know how much did our father reveal to you, because whatever our father revealed to you is not considered a secret anymore. I'm just going to end off that from now on, the podcast would focus mostly on stories, nigunim here and there. However, if you would like more nigunim to be produced and professionally and recorded with music, like I've been doing lately, feel free to click on the Buy Me a Coffee link on the show notes. And if you become a member, a Deya Zogar member, it's one of the options there. You could request for a specific nigun that you like to be recorded and produced professionally.